Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sisters of the Strange. I'm Shay.
And I'm Landry.
And this week, for our 100th episode, we're going to be doing some listener stories.
I feel so crazy that it's at 100.
I know.
I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was going to be 100, honestly, until someone said something. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 100. 100.
That's crazy.
And we're doing a listener story because we wouldn't have 100 episodes without you guys.
Yeah, we would not.
So we're just going to go down the list again today and read some stories and see where we end up.
Yeah, we're just going to chillax a little bit.
Yeah, we just going to relax and read some stories and have a good time.
I'm down. Okay, so the first one is, hey girls, I love your podcast and I've been listening for a while. You are truly my favorite. I have never had any spooky encounters, but love listening to spooky stories, so you two have become a part of my daily routine. I wanted to share this story because I know you guys will think it is just as creepy as I thought it was. One Sunday, I tasked my husband with some yard work and decided to take my 3-year-old out shopping with me. For some context, I live about 20 minutes outside of the city in a small town I grew up in. And I also pride myself in how well my 3-year-old can talk. So on to the story. Our last stop of the day was the grocery store, just picking up a couple of things we needed for dinner. As I was putting my son in his car seat, he said, I spy purple truck. He hasn't nailed down I spy yet, but I got the point, and there was indeed a purple truck parked near us. As we're driving home, this truck is following me. No big deal, right? We could be heading in the same direction. Well, we get to be about 5 minutes away from home, and this truck is still behind us. So now I'm freaked out because I've never seen this truck before in my life, and I decided to just keep driving. I started making random turns, and this truck is definitely following me. The first call I make is to the police to let them know the situation and give the license plate as calmly as possible, trying not to freak out my son. They tell me they'll send a patrol car out, but it might be a minute considering we're now 30 minutes away from the city. Eventually, my son falls asleep, and the truck gives up, makes a turn, and stops following me. I decide it's now safe to go home. When I get home, I tell my husband all about it. Later that night, I put my son to bed, and my husband and I are on the couch watching TV. We have a Ring camera, and we get notifications when it detects motion.
Oh, no.
Our dogs know the sound, and in turn, it makes them go to the window by the front door. They start barking their heads off, so I know it's a vehicle they don't recognize. Being too lazy to get his butt off the couch, my husband checks the camera, and lo and behold, it's a purple truck.
Oh, hell no.
The truck pulled into our driveway and then pulled out, turning around and driving off. I'm not sure whoever was in the truck, but maybe they heard the dogs losing it and decided to leave. Our dogs are pretty big considering they're 65-pound pit bulls and 120-pound Rottweiler.
Oh, there better be a picture attached.
There is too.
Oh, blessed.
We ended up calling the police again and reporting this. The next day, we got a call from the police station letting us know that they haven't been able to track down the truck, but it had been reported stolen a week ago.
Oh.
I never got a call that they found the truck and never saw it again. Thank you for reading. Love you guys. Stay spooky. Much love from Aspen and Apollo, photos included. And this was sent by Sophie. I'm not going to say her last name because she didn't say if we should or not.
Sophie. That's spooky, girl.
Oh, the babies.
Let me see the
one.
That face. I want to smush it.
Little smoosh in the Roddy.
Oh my goodness, you have beautiful babies.
My favorite thing about Rottweilers is they do look absolutely just menacing, and then they are the biggest teddy bear drool bag, sweetest babies.
Sweet angels.
Yeah, my neighbor that I grew up with across the street from me, they were like a second set of grandparents to me because I would just, like, we moved in the same day they moved in, and I would just go over there. My dogs went over there, and they had a Rottweiler named Katie, and she was the sweetest. Like,
we used to have a Rottweiler a long time ago at the farm. Her name was Sheba.
I do not remember that.
She didn't stay very long. She kept killing all the animals.
Oh, I'm like, I remember.
She would kill the goats.
I remember all the labs. We always had like a lab for a while, up until like Lucy.
Yeah.
And then our dad had a thing for mastiffs.
Cooper and Ellie.
Ellie. Yeah.
Ellie May May.
Yeah.
Dude, Beautiful dogs, by the way. My God.
I know. I love them.
Love.
I want a big dog so bad, but I also tote my little dogs around so much that I'm like, is it just as easy to tote around a big dog?
Sure.
Not
you just
so
load
much.
them up.
Not
Yeah,
so
just
much.
load them up. Get in the car.
Yeah, probably way better. Wait, what? Whoa. Okay. Probably way better
Whoa,
behaved.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Wah.
Yeah.
Because I have a
If
weenie
they're
dog
trained
that doesn't
correctly.
shut up. I am curious about this purple truck though, and I like your son's intuition. I'd like to hear if your son has more stories
Yeah.
because he had some like intuition to call out the one truck in the parking lot that
Like,
ended
did
up
he
being a
do that
problem.
because it was a problem or because it was purple?
Yeah.
Because you don't see that very often.
Yeah, not
you know?
as common for sure. But I do. For me, it was like that was an intuition thing where he's like, that one.
No one's wrong.
And I'm curious if they put some sort of tracking device on you to be able to follow.
Find you again.
To like not. I don't know if your house is maybe just like off the main highway that you kept driving down or what. But definitely curious about that. I get nervous all the time and I will be like, oh, this car is following me. Granted, I don't live in like a suburban neighborhood. I live in a kind of neighborhood. Like there's houses and we're all in a group, but we're not like a normal neighborhood, I guess. Like no street lights, anything like that. And if there's a car that's following me, I get nervous and I'll kind of drive around. And then one day I was thinking about it and I was like, they already know I live in this neighborhood and I park under a carport. I don't even park in a garage. So they're going to see my car anyways.
Yeah. They'll still find me if they really wanted to.
Yeah. Biggie gave me one of those 3 a.m. barks this morning too and ran to the back door. And I was like, girl.
We can't be doing that.
No, but I was so tired that I just.
You just can't care.
I said, what?
Yeah.
I like laid back down. Didn't care much at all. You're correct.
That's me constantly. Just like, you just like can't care about anything.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But Sophie, that was really creepy.
Yeah, that's spooky. It's weird that it like nothing ever came of it.
No,
Like,
but I'm
where's the
happy
purple
nothing
truck?
ever came of it.
But like, where's the purple truck? It was stolen.
Maybe they apprehended it eventually.
And then just like didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Helpful.
I bet they did hear your dogs and were like, never mind. Never mind. And probably saw like your husband's vehicle or an extra vehicle there and were like, okay, she's not alone.
Yeah. Ooh, creepy. All right, moving on. This story is, hey y'all, I'll start with the obligatory. That's not right. Hey y'all, I'll start with the obligatory statements of how much I love y'all's podcast. I've been here from almost the beginning. I think you had about 20 episodes when I started. I figured I'd send in some smaller stories about the places that I've been. So almost my entire life, I've been able to see or feel ghosts. I've seen the grass depressed like footprints next to me. I've seen tall shadows standing under streetlights. Your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard scratching on the basement door when the cat was asleep next to me. I felt lots of things that I haven't seen too. And my oldest can also see things as well. I've lived all over. Illinois, North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, Nevada, and Japan, and even spent some time in South Carolina. I'll list out some of the places I've been and what I've seen or felt. Bell Witch House. Wasn't able to go in the cave due to my kiddos being too young, but I didn't feel anything, but I wasn't about to take any chances. They have been a lot of places, by the way.
Sounds like it.
Octagon Hall in Kentucky. Saw several things, including watching something moving the hood on my youngest coat. It was also a really, really cool place. Waverly Hills Sanatorium. So much. I went with my 2 best friends and my mom, and we all felt things brushing past us and saw things out of the corner of our eyes. Also a light flashing where there weren't lights. I can't find it now, but we did actually get a picture of an apparition. This is hilarious because I think it's a typo, but I can't tell. It's Zach Bagel's museum.
Not the bagel.
I'm like, are we joking? Like,
are you doing this
on
purpose?
Are we mocking him? Because I kind of love it. Or did we just typo? It's okay either way, but
I like it either way.
Happy about
It's staying.
Zach Bagels. Stood under the shovel from Ed Gein's house. I brushed off the feelings on that. The room with the Kevorkian van actually made me so nauseous I walked out because I was about to get sick. I had to rescue my friend from the Dybbuk box room. I commented on the Dybbuk box episode, and that's why I'm writing in now. Also, while we were there, a girl walked in to look into the mirror and immediately started screaming and had to be escorted out of the museum. Dude, scary place. Lizzie Borden house. My best friend and I went, and we spent the night and did a ghost tour. The tour hadn't even started, and both my friend and I felt tugs on our clothes and what felt like a cat rubbing on our legs. The cat balls were going off like crazy, and the spirit box was going off constantly as well. My friend and I ended up with 2 little girls from a totally different family because we were having so much happen, and they were so enraptured that their parents were like, "You got them?" ? And we would just call out, "They're with me," randomly. Interesting.
I love that. They're like, so we're going to go with them.
Yeah.
And the parents are like, you do that. Cool.
Yeah, got it. Got it? Okay, great. Salem, Mass. The most I felt was during the ghost tour we did. We went everywhere, and I was more fascinated than paying attention to what I felt. Fair. I feel like there's a lot to see there.
Salem was very... Granted, I also went the week of Halloween. So it was... But I wanted to experience it like that, you know? But like walk into the car at night, because we went to a pub after like we did everything during the day, and then we walked to the car at night, and me and Aaron were both like... like it was like a safe place to be. We just felt like creeped out. Yeah. And so we were like booking it. It was also freezing outside.
Yeah, that's also fair. Bodie Ghost Town. I don't know where that is.
Oh, neither.
It says absolutely. It felt like there were still people walking the roads, almost like their timeline was still going while it was 2020 for us. Where is that at? Oh, in California.
Okay.
Preston Castle. The oppressive air and sadness permeates this place. It sickens me to know that people could do stuff like that to children. Interesting.
Yeah.
Alcatraz. I felt some, but what I did feel was intense. It was overcast and cold, so I wanted to tour it and get my kiddos back to the mainland. Also fair. I've always wanted to go there.
Yeah. I think Dad and Mantha have been.
I've always wanted to go. It'd be so fun. Winchester Mystery House. My little one gets so excited to tell you what it was actually named, and he totally fangirled being there. And sorry, everyone, I didn't feel anything in the house.
Oh, I want to go just to see it.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy inside.
I watched something online somewhere about it recently.
There's a Project Fear, or it might have been when they were Destination Fear.
No, it was not. It was not like a haunted.
Oh, like
it
a
was
ghost
like
show?
it wasn't a ghost show. I don't remember what it was.
I have no idea either.
Anyway, it was really good. It like showed all the places.
Yeah.
Old Idaho Penitentiary. Felt some stuff in the cells. This one took me by surprise because it wasn't angry or overwhelming feelings, which is, I feel like, usually what you would feel like in a jail or something.
Yeah.
Pine Grove Ghost Town, Nevada. This is the only haunted place I was actually scared. I was there in broad daylight and I dipped out so quick my kids were mad they couldn't run around anymore. I felt the place all the way out of the valley and to the road. That's 4.5 miles from the middle of town to the road. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
I need to put that on my list next time in Nevada.
Yeah.
And then lastly, lots in Japan. I wasn't near Tokyo, just mainland. The feelings I always got were old. The Hiroshima bomb dome is so, so heavy. You don't need to see the ghosts to feel them. I can only imagine. These are my stories, and if you want, I can send in more in-depth stories about any of the places I've been. Until then, please enjoy the horde of pets that I own. Elizabeth. First of all, yes, send us in-depth stories of all. I want an in-depth story on every single place. You can send a separate email. You can type them out when you feel like it. I want more about these places that you've been.
It would be nice because a lot of those places are places we would do individual stories on. So then it would help with the ghost side of things. Because normally I do like history, and then I'll kind of go into ghost stories from accounts of like online things. Like I'll look up on Reddit, I'll look up on YouTube.
And sometimes you can't find anything.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be like, this is the most haunted place. And then there's no personal stories of it. And so that would be nice to have that. So definitely do. Especially if you're listening to this like on time, Bell Witch, because I just did research on the Bell Witch.
Oh, yeah.
I literally just did research on that.
So you can tag that in.
The Devil's Campground.
Oh, yeah.
Which we covered in our very first episode. But both of those are caves in Appalachia, which is going to be one of my next episodes.
Ooh,
so send those in.
It's going to be good.
Or that in quicker if you could.
We loved it. We love to hear it. I'm going to show you all of her animals. She did us a favor and put them all in one big collage.
Okay.
They're adorable.
I love this. I love that it's like Sisters of the Strange pet podcast.
Oh, it's incredible. Okay, so first I just want you to look at all of her babies and then we're going to name them all because she sent all their names. She has a zoo.
Is that a bunny?
It's a chinchilla.
And a little Salem and a little turkey.
A little Salem. Let's see what the black cat's name is. Oh, Salem.
Gotcha.
That's hilarious. Oh, it's 2 different chinchillas. Yes. So the gray chinchilla is Nugget. That'll be the first one that you see. And then the white chinchilla is Henry.
I love like old human names on animals. Like my mom's dog's name is Larry.
I love it.
Larry.
Love it. The gray cat is Stormy. The white cat is Moose.
Oh.
The black cat is Salem. The tortie is Nix, that's the calico tortoise cat. Yes, Nix, cute. The snake is Louie, spelled Louhi.
Oh.
Love that. He's precious, or she, I don't know what it is, but she's adorable. The turkey is Lurch, and not pictured is the idiot rooster and all the hens.
I like Lurch.
I do too. I love him.
I'm not a snake fan, so I'm going to keep that one for you.
I loved all your animals. They're so freaking cute and adorable and precious. And she put them all in one photo.
Yeah, I love that.
Makes it really easy. Elizabeth, thank you. Send us more in-depth stories because I would love to hear them.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Hello, I am a new member of the podcast and I'm currently working my way through. I love listening to it during my drives to work or even just cleaning my house. Currently, I am listening to episode 84 when y'all mentioned wanting more about dreams. Well, I have one for y'all. So buckle up and hold on to your undies. I love that.
What if I'm not wearing any?
What?
Gotcha.
Also, feel free to edit down if you'd like. There's a lot of info that went into this. I've always been a very vivid dreamer to the point I wake up and have to remind myself that this is my body and I'm okay. I feel that. There's multiple dreams I have where I'm like, I'm good. This is me. Or I'll be in the dream and be like, I'm in control. This is my dream.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate when I can do that when I'm having a bad dream and be like, no, this is just a dream. Okay. During the summer of 2019, my sister was diagnosed with ACL cancer and it began. The vivid 2 real dreams about her death and my family in mourning started. I was balancing my senior year, college courses, and I just couldn't sleep. That year was too real in a pinching, painful way. 2020 started and I decided to handle my dreams in a different way. Instead of forcing myself to sleep every night, I would train my body to recognize dreams versus real life. I read somewhere that if you felt like you were dreaming, to try to push your pointer finger into your palm. If you were dreaming, it'd pass right through. So I did those little reality checks because life was starting to feel unreal. My sister was placed in a medical coma and it lasted 30 days. 30 days I did that reality check because I couldn't even believe I was losing my best friend. COVID started and right before the lockdown, she passed.
Ugh, that hurts my heart so bad.
I know, I'm so sorry that you have to experience that. Okay, she said, skip if you don't want to cry.
Oh, well, we're crying.
We're going to cry today.
Guess we're crying today.
Everybody buckle up because we're crying. I remember the call and my dad tearing up as he explained the coma wasn't working and she was going into heart failure. I remember the drive there with my younger brother and I sitting in the back seat completely silent. We got a hotel across the street from the hospital. Despite being in the early stages of COVID, they did let us in to see her from in the ICU.
Bless.
When we got there, she just looked so peaceful. I remember thinking this can't be real, followed by a reality check. It was real, every bit of it. We visited, and when I came to say goodbyes, I said, see you later instead. I couldn't believe that this was the end for us. At the hotel, my dad got us pizza and left me and my brother to rest. I remember falling asleep and then later that night hearing my dad enter the room and then his snores. It was the first dreamless night I had had. I remember at one point waking up, thinking someone was near me and thinking nothing of it. It didn't feel like danger, just comfortable and familiar. I fell back asleep, and that night is the night she did pass. The funeral was full of people. We even had a radio station to do a shortwave broadcast to allow people nearby to hear their rites and such. I honestly don't remember much of this day, other than her coffin had a drawer you could put knickknacks and letters in.
Oh my God, cute.
I put something she made in it and a long letter and our best friend's bracelet. I still have the other half on my car's gear shifter. I kissed her forehead and told her I would see her later. No definite goodbyes because I honestly believe it wasn't the end for us.
Period.
She said, we're going to resume here. Now, 2 weeks later is when the dream happened. I fell asleep and kind of came to in this room. It looked like a cafeteria. My sister was sitting across from me and smiling. She looked beautiful. Her hair was shifting from bald to her plum-colored hair she had had before we shaved it. It honestly felt too real, and I did the reality check thing again. My finger did not pass through my palm. I checked again and again, same results. Wherever and whatever this was very real. My sister reached across the table and grabbed my hands, stopping for another reality check. She smiled and said, "Lindsay, it's okay, it's real, and I'm okay." I quickly calmed down and held her hands, just really feeling her. "Where are we?" I remember asking. She grinned, this coy, knowing smile she always had when she knew something I didn't. Just a shit-eating grin, real little sister stuff. She responded with, "This is heaven. I'm in heaven, and I'm okay." It's like she knew I needed the comfort to move on, maybe. She took me outside, and when I tell you it was the most beautiful rolling hills surrounded by forest, just something she would have loved. I woke up after that, and I really haven't questioned it since. I still do reality checks, but less often. My dreams have settled after having my daughter. I wish I had room to tell you about the unreal stuff I experienced when I was pregnant, because my dreams intensified during that time. I was never truly rested. But I know my sister sent my daughter to me. They have the same laugh and cute little nose wrinkle. I hope one day when she's bigger, I can tell my daughter all about my sister. She was dramatic and unbelievably kind. I miss her every day, and once in a blue moon, I dream about her. Those are the dreams that come during times of turmoil, with kind words and love. Not real, but sent from her all the same.
That is so sweet, though.
Yeah, I like that your daughter has a lot of your sister's qualities.
Yes, that's so amazing. That's so special because that means that she was definitely sent from your sister.
Yeah.
But also, like, getting to have that peace and moment with her, regardless, of it being in your dream or not, like, that's real for you. And that's really all that matters.
Yeah, it gave you like what you needed out of it. I do think it's very, very interesting. I would be curious to hear, like, if you want to email us back about this. You don't have to, actually, but if you would like to. My brain is kind of curious what your religious beliefs are, and if heaven is something that you would have believed in before she said she was in heaven. Because I want to know the correlation there, like, because so many people have questions. Is heaven real?
Yeah.
What is it going to be like? There's no, people say that when they pass away and come back, that they, saw God or went to heaven and all this. And so that's something that has always been so curious to me. So that stuck with me because I'd be curious to know if heaven was something that you believed in before. And if that's just a place that your mind took her because that's where your mind wanted her to be, or if it was truly where she was sitting and brought you to it.
Yeah.
Weird way for me to describe that. I don't know if I described that well.
That makes sense to me.
It's just a very, very curious thought for me.
Yeah.
But I do like that you had that moment with her. I don't know.
Very special.
I'm like, I don't know what I would do, honestly.
That's hard, but at least that we get to have these little moments.
Yeah, you get your little times.
Yeah. It seems like that's a lot of, like, visitation dreams are very, very, very common.
Yeah. And how she mentioned turmoil. That's how, if you remember the dreams episode, the girl who kept getting her granddads, and they would come during, like, those times of turmoil when she needed them. Like, they were able to come find her during that time. Yeah.
Like, the veil is so thin.
Yeah, watching over you. The thing is, I don't think I have anyone who would, like...
Who you feel like is always there? Yeah.
Or, like, watching over me. I'm like, I don't feel like I have that person just yet. I've had a lot of people around us, like, we've had a lot of people pass away around us, but I don't think it's anyone that would, like, be up there and be like, oh, I need to go check on Landry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So curious about that for sure.
Yeah, interesting.
Have you ever thought about that? Because I know there's people who will be like, yeah, I know, I feel protected, I feel safe because I know that this person is always watching over me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've never really...
I mean, I know that there's, like, a couple, but one in particular... My grandma.
Yeah, your grandma for you.
But I never had any, like, visitation from her. But the day that she passed away, a doe followed me around the golf course all day.
Yeah, wow.
And then I found a golf ball in the last hole that had a yellow rose on it. That was her favorite flower.
Oh.
And it was a Mother's Day ball. And it said Mom on it.
Interesting.
And so I kept it.
That is interesting. I did have something, not a dream or anything, and it's not like my papa would not. He might come, like, look down on me. I don't know. There's so many grandkids and kids and all of that. I don't know if I'd be the particular one, but we do go camping every year for Mother's Day. So we were just out at the state park this weekend, and there was a red cardinal in camp all weekend.
Aww.
And
he's hanging out.
Yeah, I was like, he was always the one that was like, it was like him and my grandmother who started it. My mom is one of 7. And then 3 of them had kids. So it's always just like a pretty big group of us. And yeah, there was a red cardinal in camp, mainly Friday. And that's when grandmother was there. Grandmother didn't go on Saturday. She went to a family reunion. And I don't know if I noticed a cardinal on Saturday,
They are
but
not.
all day Friday. And my grandmother will always like tell you, and she said it to my mom multiple times. She's like, I can walk into any room and it can be full of people. It can have all my kids in it, all my grandkids, anything like that. But Fred's not there.
That hurts
And
my
so
heart.
like, I think I thought, yeah, I connected the dots on that when I was sitting there. At the little signs like that where you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that wasn't there for me. Like yours was more of like that was meant for you to find.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely. It's crazy, man.
interesting.
It's crazy, man, how life works.
The world is weird.
The world is so weird.
Yeah. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the dreams episode, but I almost was, I don't think I did because I didn't know the gender of my baby yet. I was almost fully convinced I was going to have a girl. Everyone around me said I was going to have a girl. So I was like, okay. And I didn't really have a feeling, really like intuitively, I didn't have a feeling one way or the other. I wasn't saying he's going to be like this or she's going to be like that, like any of that. But I did have a dream one night that I was breastfeeding a little boy and that I like had to go to a certain room. And really the premise of my dream was like setting up my phone, to, like watch YouTube, setting my water down, having my snacks, like laying out my my
exactly
stuff
how it will be
before I like went to breastfeed him, but making sure I had like my setup ready. And then he was a boy and I had said that dream. So then when I did my gender thing, my niece was like, I thought it was going to be a girl, but you said you dreamt about a boy. So I think it's going to be a boy. And it is a boy.
the dream gender thing is usually pretty accurate.
Yeah. And I thought it was, especially because I didn't have a feeling either way. Like I wasn't sure. I did all the old wives' tales things and it literally pointed all at a girl, but I still wasn't like convinced. Yeah. I was like, whatever. And it's a boy. It's definitely a boy. I did the blood work and I just got my anatomy. It is a boy.
It's a boy.
I'm like, it's a man.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
But I think it's interesting. Your dreams they're just such an interesting concept to me because I just, where are they actually coming from?
Yeah. Okay. So I thought I was going to do another dream episode, but we already did that one. It was in the dream episode. So just never mind.
Sans.
Moving on. Hi ladies. My name is Tatum. I'm 15 and I live in Missouri. Also, trigger warning when reading, it gets dark. Oh, the subject line is I fought a demon, ?
Tatum.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay. I just started listening to your podcast and it is a part of my daily routine. I love it so much. I have a couple stories, but this is my most interesting one. This story happened when I was about 10 through 13 and I was very depressed and wasn't leaning on my faith at all. I would have this dream that kept repeating each night. It felt so real every time. It would start with me laying in my bed, and then I would wake up suddenly and at least a 7 to 8 foot tall black figure demon would be standing in my room. For a layout description, my door to enter my room was in like a corner, and as soon as you walk in diagonally, my bed is there, and in front of my bed is my closet door, and then my TV is across from my door where you enter my room. So it's across the room from my bed so I can lay on my side and watch TV. Anyways, the demon would start running towards my parents' room and I would sprint after it. But before I got there into the room, the demon had already slaughtered my whole family with a knife and it was holding and it would look at me and laugh before disappearing. My whole family sleeps in the same room since my siblings were young at the time. This dream kept happening for years until when I turned 13, the dream took a turn. The same thing happened. I woke up and I chased the demon and it slaughtered my family, but this time when it started laughing, I jumped at it and tackled it to the floor. I grabbed the knife, stabbed it, and yelled, "Go back to hell," over and over, laughing as it suffered, and then I woke up and never had that dream ever again.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then this is story 2. When I fought another, I guess, truly, I don't know. I suffered from sleep paralysis a lot. I don't anymore. This story happened at 14. I was sleeping in the same room I was in the first story, and I was sleeping and crouching.
Not crouching.
And I was sleeping and crouching down in my door since it was cracked. I always sleep with my door shut and something in front of it because there was a draft, so it helps keep the door shut. That was in parentheses.
Okay.
So there's a demon crouching in the crack of the door, staring at me, and it smiled. I immediately got mad. I was trying to sleep, and this stupid demon woke me up for genuinely what?
For why?
I walk over to it and punch it and yell, "In Jesus' name, go back to hell where you belong." And it moves back and it vanishes. I get back into bed and go to sleep because I was so pressed. Anyways, thank you for listening and reading my stories. I have more if you ever want them. I really love and appreciate you ladies so much.
You were so strong, actually.
Yeah, literally.
Because anytime I've ever had a dream about like a black mass, I bail. I absolutely bail.
And Tatum's like, for what?
Yeah, she's
Get
like,
the fuck out.
She's like, I'll fight you. I don't care. I'll fight. You want to throw hands? Let's throw hands. Because not me. That is so crazy. And especially at 15. So you're incredibly brave. You're like, you would have stood up and like punched it. I
literally
skedaddle on out of the room.
They're like, for why? Get out. I'm trying to sleep.
That. And for what? I was pressed. That's funny also.
It's very terrifying and very dark, but also you did a great job of making it kind of silly at the end. So
yeah, I think it's crazy that you chased it. I would never have chased it.
No, she wasn't playing no games.
No, you were like, get out. I am done with you.
Yeah, we ain't playing.
This one's perfect. I just skimmed it.
Okay.
Hi, I would like to say I love your podcast and I look forward to it weekly. And this is my story. I would love it if you shared on the podcast.
Slay.
So yesterday, my mom and grandma went to Indiana to say goodbye to my mom's aunt/grandma's sister. She was unresponsive, but her kids and husband were there, so they went anyways. When they were there, they were talking to Uncle Phil, which was her husband. They asked him how they met. He told them that his mom reached out to her and asked if she would write him letters when he was away at war. That's a cool story to start with.
Wow. Yeah.
She wrote him letters, and when he finally met her, he said he was absolutely in love. There was one problem. She did have a boyfriend.
Oh.
My mom asked jokingly, "Did you fight him?" He said no. What Uncle Phil decided to do was he sent her a dozen of yellow roses until she left her boyfriend and started dating him. My mom's favorite flower are yellow roses.
Aww,
I thought that was nice since you just said that about your granny. Today she passed at 1:01 p.m. And during that time, we were at a soccer game and things just started happening. Our team found a yellow piece of paper on the ground that said, "Your luck will change for the best." And all around our yard at home, yellow flowers were blooming, and there was a single yellow rose on our rose bush. Thanks for reading. I thought it was a sweet story, and I feel like she is sending signs. Also, here are some pictures of my dogs. The far brown one is Nia, and the black one is Poto or Pudo? Poto? P-O-D-O? I don't know.
Pudo? Poto?
They're little labs.
Oh, look at those cutie patooties.
I love
a lab.
Look at the side eye.
Cute.
Fitting.
What a cute little story, though.
I thought it was crazy because we were just talking about it. And hers was all yellow as well.
Just talking about it.
This was from Campbell. I don't know if you want your name in there or not, so we're just going to put your first name.
Campbell, thank you for the story.
I love that. How interesting. Look at that. Our world lining up. How we were just talking about how weird it is.
Yeah.
Lining up for
and it
you.
always happens. Always happens.
Interessante.
Alrighty. Moving on. Hi, ladies. I love listening to you both.
Hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Sorry. You probably don't sound like that. I love listening to you both while I walk my dog, Stevie. Picture attached. Blessed.
And a good name. Great name.
Stevie. That's what mom got a kitten.
Yeah.
Stevie. Here's her name.
Perfect.
Slay. Okay. I'm writing to share the story of my strongest paranormal experience, which took place a few years ago. As an amateur ghost hunter and semi-adrenaline junkie, you might say I go looking for these kinds of spooky encounters. This time, I did not. Okay. During the pandemic, I was working on a movie script that took me on a research trip to Medicine Lodge, Kansas. My mom, the world's best travel buddy, was with me for company on this day trip. Our main stop was the Medicine Lodge Stockade. The too long didn't read history of this site is that it is a post-Civil War structure built on the Kansas prairie to protect settlers from the indigenous populations in the area. On the modern-day site, you can explore the Smith Cabin, a recreation of what a home in the stockade might have looked like. Pictures attached, though it looks like they've moved some stuff around. It contains actual items that were either found on the grounds or passed down through generations and donated back when the museum opened. My mom and I have had paranormal experiences together before, but I wouldn't call her a strong believer. She mostly indulges me. So when she said she got an eerie feeling the second we entered the Smith cabin, I was on alert. We dallied around the main floor for a bit before making our way up the creaking, narrow staircase to the bedroom level. Here's where everything changed. In the little bedroom, there was a small double bed with an antique baby bassinet at the foot. In the four corners of the room, there were men's and women's outfits from the time period fitted onto standing mannequins. It kind of gave me the feeling of being surrounded, and I didn't like that level of the house right away. It felt like I was being watched, and not in a curious observer way, like I was a threat. I remember the hairs on my arms standing up and my ears ringing. All the while, my mom was touching and moving objects in the room and rocking the bassinet. As soon as she touched the baby stuff, however, the energy seemed to zap out of the room. Even my skeptic mother hesitated for a moment, looked at me curiously, and then tried to play it off like a joke. "Ooh, I'm gonna take your baby," she shouted to the empty room in an attempt to hide her own nerves behind humor. Honestly, same. Mom, please. This is horror movie no 101. Let's just say she learned quickly. After her taunt, the floorboards near the mannequin dressed in the male outfit creaked loudly as if someone was standing up. My mom looked at me again, humor gone. We were both frozen. The boards near the bassinet creaked, and it wobbled once sharply, back and forth. Then it settled. I'm ashamed to say I pushed my mom out of the way and bolted down the stairs to the main floor of the cabin.
Fend for herself. She did this.
Ever the quick learner, she was right behind me. But when we got to the front door of the house, it wouldn't open. It didn't have a lock on it, and there was no strong Kansas wind that day preventing us from opening it. It was like something was holding the door shut because it wasn't ready for us to leave yet. Directly behind us, a creak sounded at the top of the stairs. I turned to look, but my mom kept trying the door. While I was staring up the empty staircase, loud, stomping footsteps started running down them directly at us. I don't remember if we screamed or if she pulled me or if I pushed her, but somehow my mom got the door open. From there, we were tripping over each other to get off the front porch and away from the house as quickly as possible. Safely in the middle of the stockade yard, I chanced to glance back to the second floor window of the cabin, and again felt like I was being watched. We called it a day after that. No one ever believes us when we tell the story, but to date, it's the most auditory proof I have that we weren't alone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I love your show. All good to use my name, Jordan.
Jordan, they were probably locking you in to make sure your mom didn't have their baby.
I said, yo, mama, better give me my baby.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, and look how creepy and small it is.
Immediately don't like the mannequins situation.
Yeah, immediately I'm not a fan of that at all.
No. To be fair, if I was a ghost stuck in that house and your mom said, "I'm taking your baby," I'd have been like, "Oh, I'll show you that you're taking my baby."
That's the house, creepy and old. And here's the star of the show, Stevie.
Hi, Stevie.
Isn't hers a pretty girl?
Yeah.
She looks very soft.
I was just about to say she looks pettable.
Yeah, very pettable. She's a pretty girl.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. What a great story.
Yeah. I could visualize the whole time too what was happening, where we were. We're running. We're at the stairs. We're at the bottom. You're hearing footsteps. You're not seeing anything. You're staring at the stairs.
I was getting nervous while I was reading the story. And I was dying laughing because I could see Landry over here like getting nervous as well.
I'm nervous because your mom shouldn't have done that. I know she was joking and she was nervous, but I'm like, girl, you asking for it. You are asking for it. I would have left my mom too. Move, bitch. She's getting pushed into the cradle and I'm out.
No, literally, for sure.
That's 1000% what I would have said to her too.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I was going to say. I didn't think it was going to come out, but it did. And that's so funny because that's what I was going to say too.
Oh my gosh.
Although that's what my mom did to me when she got scared at the Sorrel Weed House. She pushed me right in front of her.
She said, and
yeah, move over.
No.
Oh, that's good stuff. Jordan,
Oh,
thank you. What a beautiful story. Crazy work. I'm looking at a video right now because remember whenever we did a listener story last time and we talked about Nemo, the wobbly cat?
Uh-huh.
She sent us a video of him eating treats. And so I'm just watching it. Oh, you think he's so cute.
It would make me so sad though for him. I'd be like, here you go. I'd just put it like in his mouth for him.
He's so excited to eat them treats. I'm currently hosting 2 Foster's 2-year-old Taki, aka Taquito Burrito Enchilada.
I could never be a foster.
See, Nemo was teaching them how to be brave and silly. He has no idea that he's any different from the others, so please don't be sad. Here's a little video of him getting treats this evening. You can mostly see his head bobbles and tension tremors, but he does take a few steps for me. Please excuse all the cat stuff everywhere. I swear I had this floor clear so I could vacuum.
I like that. Please don't be sad because I immediately was like, oh.
Yeah, that's why she wanted to send it, I'm sure.
I'm just such an emotional person.
If you're ever in Western New York area, Nemo would love for you to come by, give him treats, and watch him wobble. He prefers to be carried like a baby and told he's oh so very handsome. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with him.
You guarantee, because I tell
You guarantee it.
I'm like, you guarantee, because I tell my dogs every day, you're the prettiest girls.
Prettiest girl in the whole world.
Prettiest girls.
If I am ever in Western New York, Caitlin, you can bet I'm going to hit you up. Well, my computer's about to die, so I think that's our cue.
Okay, well, thank you everyone who sent us stories.
And showed us your pets.
Yes, and happy 100th episode. We're so thankful for all of you and that we get to do this still. It's truly so much fun and such a blessing. It's going to be an interesting next few months, just trying to navigate it. But we're going to do it.
We're doing it.
And we love it. So we are going to be here and we're going to be figuring it out. And I'm being kicked by my child right now, which is nice because I did so much yesterday that I didn't feel him a lot. And so when I laid down last night, I was like, Mac,
hello.
I was like hitting my stomach, shaking my stomach. I was like, talk to me. Talk to me.
Earth to Mac.
Have you seen this? Like, come in, Star Command.
Yeah.
And it's like
Star
when your
Command.
baby's not moving enough.
Yeah.
But if you like this episode, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things. If you have any stories you'd like to share, or recommendations, anything like that, feel free to email them to us at sistersofthestrangepodcast@gmail.com. I think that's all we got.
That's all I got.
We will see you on Friday.
Happy 100. See you guys on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.